arrogance, it takes different shapes and sizes in our culture, in our church. But what I want us to be able to do is identify these signs of arrogance, this evidence of arrogance, so that we do not become arrogant, so that we can remain humble and shapeable and moldable. You see, sometimes arrogance, it looks like a complete abandoning of our faith. Right? There is a version of Christianity out there that says, well, heaven and hell, they're not real places. They're metaphysical, they're philosophical places. All right? I mean, it's where self-fulfillment is not obtained. That's what people say. Malachi says, well, heaven and hell are a real place. God says that in the Bible. It's a real place. You're either with me forever or you're not. It's not metaphysical, it's not philosophical, it's not all in your head, it's real. Right? It's arrogant to believe that we know better than God, that we're able to communicate better than God. That's arrogance, right? I mean, there's another version of Christianity, right, that says, well, the God of the Bible does not align to our personal beliefs. He does not align 100% to what we believe and what we want and what we desire. And so there's a version that says, well, if that God does not align to what I believe and what I say and what I think, that must not be true. That part of the Bible is not true. That part of God is not true. I mean, isn't that arrogance? I mean, isn't it arrogance to say, you know what? God is my personal genie. If I rub the right Bible verses a little bit like here, he's gonna grant me every single wish I want. There's a version of Christianity out there like that. Right? I mean, these are real. These are more overt. And we know, and we could see, and we can shy away from them. We can avoid them. But now here's where it gets very subtle. This is where it gets very tricky, right? There's secret lifestyles and proclivities. I mean, things you would not openly share with other people. So you have one persona in person, and then you have a completely different persona online, maybe. You have a completely different persona at work. Right? That's not the persona you have at home. It's not the persona you share with your spouse. I mean, different environments means you're a different person. I mean, that's arrogance, that you would not be caught or found out. Or maybe it's knowing the right thing to do, but you choose deliberately not to do it. Ever been there? Maybe it's laziness. It's laziness. You let someone else do what you know what you were supposed to do. And so you let someone else take the burden for you. Or maybe you take granted the blessings that you receive, right? The community that you actually have, the spirituality that you have, you take it for granted. You don't say, wow, look at these friends that I have. Look at these brothers and sisters. Look at this church. Look at these people who seem to be kicking me in the butt for all my wrongdoing and for all of my negligence. But they do that out of love for me. I mean, kids do this to their parents all the time growing up. And only when they have kids of their own, they're like, oh, Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. My bad. I mean, I've said that to my mom. I've said that to my dad. Right? I mean, it's arrogant. It's arrogance. It's arrogance to know that Jesus left heaven and became human and walked with us and lived sinlessly so he could pay for our sins, and then to live as if his life did not matter. That's arrogance. It's arrogance to say, hey, we received this good news from God, and abandon him to be our own God. It's arrogance. And the gospel is so very clear, church. We needed God to save us because we are horrible gods. We're so horrible we couldn't save ourselves. And out of his overflowing love for us, his grace and his mercy, Jesus pays the penalties that we deserved, our crimes against God, so that there would be no room for us to be arrogant. We were paupers, made princes and princesses to the Most High King. That is what we received. I mean, if that is what we're blessed by, if this was gifted to us, we should have one posture, to get away from our arrogance and say, I'm humbled. I'm humbled to be called your son, to be called your daughter. How could I serve you? What are you asking from me? How can I do more of how you love me? I mean, this is a blessing.